Well, a hearty hello and how you doing out there? I hope everyone's well, and thank you for joining me on another episode of Bayou Gold Guy. I am Bayou Gold Guy, and I've got a bag of pay dirt that I just had to get into. And if y'all saw the last mail call, it was on there, one of those. So some pretty cool stuff from a very familiar vendor. So with that being said, let's turn to the new gold epicenter of South Louisiana on this fine summer day in July, where X marks the spot for, that's right, we got the wrapped up bag, double bagged always, of some of the beautiful leaf gold pay dirt from Gold Nugget Sales. I agree. Well, worthy of applause, because this is the large leaf gold that he is putting out now. And hold on, my neighbor's dog's out here yapping. Okay, he's quiet for the moment. And before I continue on, I have to point out something else from the mail call that I'd gotten the other day that came in, and y'all saw this, from D&D Engraving, which is 9-finger mining. And I'd received in this beautiful, see if we can get out here in the sun where it shows up a little better. I don't know if that shows it better or not, but just the slate, the piece, the edging on it, and that he'd gotten. But it turns out that it was Rocky Mountain Life Prospecting is the one that put this together, along with 9-finger Creed, to make this and do this. So again, Rocky Mountain Life, thank you so much, brother. He'd gotten the pictures off and sent it to Creed, and then they worked on the thing. It was kind of this joint, operation between them. And again, I'm just and he had mentioned to me in an email or something that one of our chats that he had something coming to me, and I thought he meant like some rocks off the mountaintop there or something. And I just never imagined, but that's just so beautiful. So yeah, Creed does this. And like I said before, if you didn't see it, you can go through. I'll leave a link for DD Engraving, which is .com, which is the company, or 9-finger mining for his channel. But yeah, these are $50 plus the shipping on it. But and for whatever you want to have put on there, you can do text, pictures, or anything. It's just incredible work. So thank you guys again so much for that. It's just really beautiful. So all right, we can get into this here now. This is, like I said, the leaf gold pay dirt of the large leaf gold, and it normally sells for $214.95 for the 3-gram bag, with a guaranteed 1-gram nugget of the leaf gold nugget in there. See a little bit of dirt on the top there. This is their. This does come from their Pacific Northwest dirt that he uses for the material in it. And there you go. There, thanks, Bayou Gold Guy. He always signs his bags there. All the best, Mike, and then warns about there could be foreign material in there, and be careful. But I've never found anything other than just organic matter in any of the stuff that I've done. And I've done quite a few pounds of this stuff now at this point. So let's I've been using the big steamer basket. This is a holder because we haven't had anything with too much big material in it. But I'll tell you right now, this is not the standard $214 95 cent plus $10.95 postage on this bag. But if you ordered this, I imagine you could probably even add another a couple of bags for the weight on it for the postage in the bag, or at least another smaller bag of like the 1 gram. Try one of the 1 gram dirts like the Juno or the Benson Beach. Some really cool varieties that you can get to add up to a little better on your for your postage on it. It's not like Gold Bay, like I said before, where he started adding postage to the amount, depending on the amount of gold you have, the value of your order. But I am already seeing some gold showing up in this, and we're gonna wait because I'm not gonna tell you exactly how much I've got in here yet. I don't know if y'all have seen that gold flash around. Oh, I just saw a nice beefy looking chunk there. Like I said, every 3 gram bag comes with a minimum 1 gram of the big leaf nugget. And this stuff is that flat. If y'all see, I'll leave a link to the first video I did of the leaf gold. It's so beautiful. I've done another bag since too. But it's just such a, it's a jewelry quality, like an inlay gold. There's another nice piece showing up there in the, as we run it through the pan. I don't know if you catch the, yeah, there's a flash of it. That's a pretty big flat looking piece of gold there. See, we got it. That one was right there. We've already gotten a good look at it. Let's take a gander at that. Holy cow! And look at that. Look at the thinness of it. That is just a wonderful piece. Look at the look of that. That is an incredible piece of gold. That is something, and I mean, from the weight, I'm not even sure that that's a 1 gram piece, but it is beautiful. Looks like it leaves a little clean in there on it, but yeah, all right, wow. That's why I just couldn't wait in it, because and then you can see in the pan here, there's gold just showing up everywhere. There's another nice, just look at that. Beautiful. Just the contours and the look of that gold. It's got the real definition of character to it. And like I said, but it's still just wafer thin. That is something else. And there's another little chunk that just showed up there on the top. So yeah, this is going to be fun. It's fun to go through. So let's get some water set up. I'm not going to classify this down any farther than this, because it is like I said, I'm not looking for real fine gold in here. I'm expecting there will be some, but just not a whole lot. And I'd rather kind of keep the bulk of it together, I think. So, I don't know. I might change my mind after I get started, but we're going to go with that initially. So, let's get the big Garrett rolling here, and we'll back it up with Dingy Doris and put her to work. Get this show on the road. Make sure we have all of our little scraps out of there. So, all right, let's get into the leaf gold pay dirt, and this is the large leaf, as you already saw. Yeah, it makes me giddy. It looks like we are in position. We've got our supervisor ready. We got our pan set out. We got our pool toy. That's actually off of a set of Mardi Gras beads. So it's not really made for the pool, but we threw him in there because he was still out here. So we've got our 2 pans of water here. I mean, our 2 pans of dirt. We're going to kick off the small stuff here first and get a look at what this is about. We could come out a little bit there. I'm just kind of skewed here, aren't I? All right. A little breezy out here today, but a pretty nice July day coming towards the end of July. Our stuff's falling apart here, so all right, now let's get a little look at our material. I got my pour off pan there, but I don't think this stuff is really that terribly dirty. Yeah, so it cleaned up pretty quick. Again, the Pacific Northwest is where this stuff comes from. In their local area up there, Washington. Probably, again, we already know we have the Oregon dirt. And so, yeah, and this order actually came together with the jug that I got of that Coyote Creek, which is a lot of people's favorite pay dirt out right now, especially from coming from Gold Nugget Sales. That's some pretty cool stuff. And I did the 1 gram bag, and I ordered it. I didn't even know there was a 3 gram bag, or I would have ordered that when I initially ordered it. I just saw it. It was the first bag that came up of it, and I wasn't looking for more, and I just clicked on it and got it. And it wasn't until later on that I scrolled down and saw that I had a way to be thorough, right? But yeah, when I made this order, because I was getting both of them, and like I said, it was the largest gold purchase at one time that I've made since I've been doing this. Yeah, there's some flakes showing there, some leaf, but yeah, I called and spoke to Mike on this order and put it together with him, and really had a nice conversation with him on the phone. Very, very personable guy. You know, like I said, very accommodating, and you know, this was really I was really glad I'd called him. So this is it'll kind of be like I said, the postage altogether on the order was, I think, like $16 for that big box shipped in with the jug. Like I said, normally it would have been $10 on it, and now y'all know I don't count postage on my stuff anyway. It's just the cost of doing business as we see it here. Just like you don't count the tip on, well, you know what you need to count. Always count on putting some jet dry in your water before you start. Because I saw a little piece of gold zipping around there. I think that shouldn't be floating around. But yeah, you can see we've already got some nice little splinters there, as well as the flakes. So this is our first pan, and yeah, you can see there's a little variety of the size already. So this is going to be fun. Snuffer it up, see what'll fit in the snuffer. I have a feeling I've got the drying pan here all ready to go, just because I figure I'm going to be throwing a lot of pieces in there that aren't going to fit in the tube. So, but yeah, all right. Now I got to re-recover that. We'll be back. So we're at the bottom of the second pan, and you could see it was beginning to pop as I was rinsing it down, and there is some more fine gold showing up there. I went through the tailings in the sun out here. I almost moved the gold station out into the sun, but man, this stuff it's between being so hard to see or not, actually not being able to see the camera screen at all on what I'm filming, and the color of the gold just kind of overloading the brightness of it in the sun. I think I get a better video here in the ambient light off, because the sun's like literally a foot away from me where we're in the shade here. So, and y'all see the reflections of the lines across the pad. That's the siding here, which is a light color, so it reflects light too. So it's kind of like setting up one of those white screens, kind of, or the light diffusers or stuff that they use in the studio. This is truly a backyard studio. So there you go. I mean, you can see there is some nice, don't want to be talking when I do that, it's fine little pieces in there along with our cool flakes. Very thin, but they have that, like I said, that almost like a filigree lacy edge to a lot of them, you know. Very I'm gonna go ahead and throw that one in the pan with his little brother there. Some and this pay dirt, I mean, this is, if you've got somebody that wants to get into this, I know he's even got the 1 gram bags of the smaller leaf gold. I'm sure it's the same material as in the bigger bag here with this stuff. But it's a great beginner pay dirt because you can see it's pretty clean. It's not real dirty at all, and it doesn't have a lot of magnetics in it. Actually, we never even checked. Got the magnet out here. Let's pass it through and see what we hit on it, just for fun. Yeah, you can see that if I went through that a bunch, yeah, you can see I shake off and you lose the majority of it. So just enough to have a little bit of color, so to speak, in there. See, that's the absence of color. I remember my old man gave me a hard time about that as a kid. One of my favorite colors was black. That's not a color. It's the absence of color. Well, well, yeah. Why don't you fuck with a second grader, Dick? That was his name, Dick. But he was a dick. So we'll take a look at that in the sun and come back. But like I said, this is a great introductory dirt with some really cool gold to excite somebody that wants to, you know, even the, like I said, even the smaller leaf gold, nice big pieces that are, you know, very, very light, but for the volume of the area that it takes up, for the weight, it's very cool stuff to get. So, all right. Well, we're approaching the end of another pan here, and I was seeing some nice flakes appearing. Like I said, you can see this stuff just moves real easy. Damn, between the neighbors talking, the dogs barking, I just paused it for like 10 minutes because somebody was over there doing some kind of insurance pictures on the house, still from the storm last year they're messing with. But yeah, this stuff is, it's in the description, it has 6 to 8 mesh gold. And you are seeing some nice large pieces there, so, and along with some pretty little fine splinters. A little more of the black. I might have washed some of that in off of what I just dumped off the magnet, kind of concentrated a bit more in this last scoop. But again, some very cool. Normally that would be yeah, that's a pick. It's just hard to pick up sometimes when it's that thin. But yeah, like I said, that they all have a shape you can see in them, depending on which way you flip them or turn them. So another nice. See if those snuffer up. Sometimes they do if you get them to turn the right direction, but only one way. But I don't want to risk them getting stuck in the, yeah, like that, getting stuck in the tubes. So we'll get the small stuff out and put those in the pan and move on to another one. Well, the closer we get down to the bottom of that pan, the closer we get to hitting the the mother load pan, I think, because there's a pretty good amount of gold in here, and we haven't found near the amount of it yet. So I think we got a bunch hiding in this last bits of the pan. So there's gonna be one or two of these. There's gonna be yowza. Like I said, this is not the standard 3 gram bag. Let's see what we got in here. But I know there's I don't remember what channel it was in the chat and on the channel the other night, talking about the you know, the price of gold coming down, needing to come down, and pay dirt companies, and whenever I was getting this, talking to Mike, look at that, beautiful. Those are some nice chunks right there. And I was asking him about, you know, if he could recommend something that he has when the, you know, it was down to, had just broken like 1690 or something, and you know, the 100% ROI, you know, and he's like, that 100% ROI was getting him, because he bought that gold at $1,800 or $1,900 range. So he, you know, he can get by without raising his pay dirt prices, because he still got to recoup, you know, what, you know, just like I count my gold, the value on it the day that I bought it, not the day that I receive it. That's just how it's got to work. And rather than shutting down the 100% ROI bag, he's been, you know, keeping it out there, and really, like I said, kind of taking a hit for the team on that one, it seemed like, because, and I had wondered that very thing, because I know that, I assumed, I don't know the business, but I assume these guys, you know, we've seen him handling lots of gold on the gold vlog, and I assume that he doesn't, you know, buy it day to day. He probably has some he's got to get in advance for keep his pay dirts going all the time. So, you know, it's a pretty tricky place to be in. So, but again, it was very interesting to talk to him about it, and like I said, get the, you know, the scoop on what was going on, and the stuff I got, he, you know, was some of the best stuff, the stuff I wanted to get, and you know, a good price on it for sure. So that is it. That is another, look at that big honker right there. It looks like kind of looks like a dog bone. Even that big, it's hard to pick up because it's just so flat. But yeah, when you look at it, just awesome. And again, you can see how thin that is. But just beautiful examples of this leaf gold. And on the video, he actually shows like his ring, with or a ring that he has that's with the gold, this inlaid jewelry quality gold, because I'd wondered what it meant by that, and then I actually saw the pieces on the and just like that one, that one's just lacy. If I can get it to pick it up, we might have to wait and look at it on the, oh, there we go. Just the you can see it's got the hole, you know, the holes that go through it. Really, I hope I don't give y'all motion sickness there. Really, really nice. So we will snuffer up the rest. But that's what I mean. You can have a lot of pieces like that in this stuff and it not add up to the weight you think it would, just because it is so thin. And it has, you know, just more area with all the little contours and stuff on the face and the surface of the nugget like that. Instead of a smooth piece, it's just, you know, adds more weight the smoother it is and solid. So just like I said, this is some of my favorite gold. Like I said, the Coyote Creek has become some of my most favorite material. And the leaf gold like that is definitely some of my favorite gold to have, and not being priced like the high dollar you know, quartz golds and the crystallized gold and things, and it has that high value quality look to it, with that color and almost a faceted look to it. So very like I said, very, very cool stuff to have. And if you're somebody that's just new to this, and this material is from the Pacific Northwest, but the gold is from the Yukon, which you know, Canada, British Columbia, but still, you know, just exquisite stuff for sure. But yeah, this is a great, easy bag to do. And I'm sure if you really liked this gold, you could email him or call Mike. He's got the number to where you can reach him on the website and the email, and he responds to emails very quickly. We have great customer service on that from that, and just tell him you'd like to have, he'd pack you some up, I'm pretty sure, in a vial with no dirt, and he'd save you some postage too, and get you some of that gold, or this gold, to have if you were not a panner, or didn't really want to have to get started into it just to have some of this cool stuff. He's very accommodating to his customers, and I'm pretty sure that anything that he can do, he would do for you, within reason for the business. But let's get this washed down here since we chatted through that pan. And I meant to throw in also, if you haven't seen, A3 Sky Warrior did the 1 gram bag of this stuff. I think it was last week. And so I know, for instance, if there's a live part of this right now in chat, I Am Zaxxon's probably already putting a link to A3 Sky Warrior's channel for that. But I think he's right at about to break 100 subs, so just a few more if he doesn't already have them. Click over there and show some support for A3 and his bees. I'm talking off my head here. I mean, there's some nice chunks showing. I might be thinking of Our Home Zoo. I'll go back and check and correct it on this video if I have to. But if you haven't, check out Our Home Zoo too, because he does some great videos as well, and it is a zoo there, a wilderness zoo, if you will, where the animals are all pretty friendly, it seems. But yeah, it was a nice bag to see. A very good take on that. So again, there we've got our fine grit, and he does say that this I shouldn't even try to suck that thing up, should I? There we go. That natural gold does occur in this material there in the Pacific Northwest. So unlike a lot of pay dirts, there is a chance that you will find some very fine, naturally occurring gold in Gold Nugget Sales pay dirts, and that's kind of what's so cool about the Coyote Creek bag, because that Oregon dirt, that's why I got the jug for it, just because it does have actually a measurable amount of naturally occurring gold in that dirt, which makes it pretty unique, in pay dirts, to find, to be able to find more than just a random couple of little specks of flour gold. So that's why it was kind of, and that Mike's willing to pack it up, because it's the same stuff you saw him loading up in the bed of that truck when they were worrying about it being overloaded. That's going in the jug. So all right, well, we're gonna get down. I think we're down to the, let's see, next to last. So like I said, for what I have coming there in this, I'm not saying it's hard to know for the weight on these, but I don't think we're still at our and we haven't done our big stuff yet either. We're gonna be fine. And so it's you never know with this stuff, it might zoom out. Come on. Sometimes a scale on it, sometimes it doesn't. I'm not sure when it cuts me off, but yeah, so but like I said, yeah, we haven't gone through the big stuff here yet. We know we got some weight in that, so it may just be these bigger flakes adding up as they're going through. So we'll be back at the end though here momentarily. I'm seeing some beefy gold showing up here in the bottom of this, next to the last pan of our less than steamer basket size. But you can see, even just taking out the big rocks, you did not need to classify this stuff down. Even that small gold was able to be recovered pretty easily in this. So, like I said, just a great bag of some really fun beginner type pay dirt with some really advanced gold in it. Of course, if it's somebody new, you might spoil them forever giving them this the first time, because they think this is what all pay dirts should look like, with big chunks of gold showing up in them. It would have to be, it would have to come with a disclaimer whenever you gave it to them that this is special. Those are some nice honker pieces there. That is a beautiful little nugget right there. Again, it's hard to pick up because it is so thin, but just look at that. And again, I mean, you measure that in millimeter thick, you know, half millimeter thicknesses. But again, so much character on the sorry about that. That's my wound there from where I jammed a Phillips head bit into my finger off the drill on that, finishing up that job last week. But the wound on the hand is gone down to just a callus. So fortunately I heal quickly. So, all right, so we just have a little bit of that. Again, some small, just to make it interesting in there, you know, so it's not all just big flat flakes to find. And there's some pretty, they're very golden, very pretty, bright little splinters. We'll have to look at them under the close up when we get it in, see if it's, I bet there may be some little wire, some wire character to these. Alright. So, alright, we are down to the last of our small stuff. Some chunks showing up. At least it quieted down out here a bit. The sirens passed and the neighbors took their dog in. Alright, let's see what we have for our final wash in the small stuff. Probably all of our black sand concentrated in there. Nice little chunk there showing up first. More of our fine stuff showing up there. Like I said, all that black sand concentrated down to the bottom of the pile. Even though I left it on top, whenever I cleaned off the magnet, it settled in there, dropped down pretty quick. Dumping the pan out, just moving it that much. So yeah, you can see that's the most we've had in there throughout this whole bag. I didn't weigh this bag. I weighed the jug. I didn't weigh this bag, but I'm sure it's at least 3 pounds. So yeah, I got to work this last stuff down just like you would black sand dirt, so you get a little taste of of some of the more difficult material there at the end whenever you get down to your last. So that's always kind of cool. I have to say, I was kind of expecting to see more, a little bit more of a cluster of the larger stuff in this very last bottom of the pan, but like I said, we got to go through the big stuff here. So let's see if this stuff wants to snuff her up in the right direction. It's kind of linear, elongated. There we go. Yeah, they got those. Piece there hanging out. Still missed it. Alright, I'm going to go check this in the sun real quick and we'll get back to the big ones. I just had to double check that in the sun because if there's going to be any naturally occurring fine gold, there's that big boy. We'll grab him right now. Oh, there's a couple of big boys in there now. Look at there. But yeah, like I said, that's where that would have been occurring. It would have been in that bottom of that last pan. Some maybe very fine flour gold that would be in the naturally occurring in the dirt. There's that. Wow, we haven't seen that one yet. Look at there. Wow. And again, look how thin that is. Thin and flat. But it has so much area and so much look to it. I mean, you look at that as a piece of gold, that'd be 5 grams if it had any thickness to it, you know, or 10 grams. That would be you'd think a nugget that size, looking at it from one side. But very nice, beautiful. Not what you got in the smaller leaf gold, even though it was very beautiful. That definitely was not the same animal as that, I tell you. And then there's our other honker piece there. It's a little bit thicker and chunkier. You notice has that really nice surface action going on it there. Just a beautiful, and like I said, you can see it's got a little more thickness to it, but it's a big, like I said, that's got some weight to it for a piece of leaf gold. That's really cool. So yeah, so that's 2 big nuggets. So you know right there we're already over our what you would get in the 3 gram bag. When each 3 gram comes with a minimum 1 gram nugget. So let's see if we washed any fine gold off in here with our rocks. That's the other thing that's cool about that Coyote Creek is those rocks, that dirt sticks to those rocks. You got to wash everything down and clean them off and go through them. All right, this is our the last of our stuff here. There you can see we've got some. Oh, there's a big piece of gold that flopped out right on top to start it off. Look at there. Again, just another beautiful shaped piece. That's one we might have looked at it before, but you know, again, razor thin. Some of the big. This is the standard Gold Nugget Sales filler rock that he does put in on his some of his bigger poundage. He doesn't put them in like this in the 1 gram bags as much as it does. It's more so in the 3 grams, or like the Benson Beach. It's just all the black sand from Benson Beach. Very cool pay dirt to do that he has. I think the only one I haven't done yet is the Juno that I need to get. So we got a couple of nice Nice pieces there showing up too. So yeah, that's why we didn't find quite so many of the of the smaller flakes in that last pan. They were hiding in this one, in bigger flakes. A very pleasant surprise. And there's even a little flake of gold right there above it that did make it through. Little wiry piece. And our last two. Get that one out. That's got some weight to it. That's a little thicker. Man, these, even with that area, that being that big, they are hard to pick up. So yeah, that's our last two chunks. And as you can see, each one's got its own unique character to it. It's just some beautiful, beautiful stuff. I didn't flip that one. Flip them over and look. Yeah, that one's flatter and smoother. But you can still see. Look at the lines running through it, like where it was before it was flattened out, maybe. Because a lot of this stuff, that's what it just looks like. It's just been compressed. Very, very unique. I can just sit here and look at it for a while. So there we have it. That is our, let's zoom out a little bit, our pan full of our big pieces of gold. Let's dump our snuffer and see what that looks like. Get the pan out there. And I know this has got some dirt in with it still. You can see a little bit of fine gold sticking to the top of the jar. This crummy ass bottle, the stems splintered again on both sides of it. Didn't last at all. Lasted shorter than it did the first bottle that I'd gotten of that stuff. Gonna have to rework it with surgical tubing or something so it will the bottle itself holds up fine. It's the damn tube that fits down in it that doesn't hold up. Get some water out of this one. So you can see not a whole lot of, well, I mean, stuff that wouldn't fit in the snuffer bottle. Most of it was able to be picked up and dropped in the pan. I need to swoosh it around quite so. Oh, shit. Well, that, you know what that sound was. That was my damn pan I just knocked off with my nuggets in it. So hold on. I've never spilled gold in my fucking life, and I'd knock off that pan. I had it sitting close to the edge of the fucking table. Hold on. Well, that was incredibly stupid. And the only thing that saved me was that this ground that I stand on is pretty barren, hard dirt, hard packed dirt with some rock and a little bit of grass, and these are big flakes. The smaller ones actually were stuck in my shoes, so I'll have to go back and relook, but I searched this pretty thoroughly on this ground, dug through everything with a fine-tooth comb, and I think I've gotten everything. It didn't fly too far around, so, but damn, when I first even started doing this over a year ago, the first thing I learned was from Dave at Gold Bay. He has two rules. The gold doesn't leave house until the money's there, and always protect the gold. And yeah, I failed on that one. I had it sitting next to the, you'd seen it been at the back of the stand throughout all this as I was putting it in there, and then I'd set it to the side of me and turned around and hit that handle and sent it flying. But I think I'm pretty 99.9% sure I recovered all of it off the ground. So there we have a pretty handsome pan full of the Yukon Leaf Gold from Gold Nugget Sales. And like I said, that is just some incredible stuff. So let's get it dried up, weighed up, and see. I'll have to get in touch with Mike and because he records and makes his bags up. He has the documentation on everything he does, so he knows exactly what this should have weighed when I get done with it. So we'll see. I'm gonna have to come out here. I don't have any kind of metal detector, but like I said, I went through this with a fine-tooth comb, and it's not. Again, it's not like I see over here. It's pretty. Like I said, it's a hard-packed ground, dirt, sparse, and most of it fell right down straight. So. All right, well, a fun bag to go through for sure until you knock it on the ground. So don't do that. Do as I say, not as I do. Don't knock your gold on the ground. We have our pan of dried leaf gold here, and I was just so glad that it was only the big pieces that was in here. I cannot believe that I dumped this pan out there. But I'm, like I said, 99.99 sure that I recovered it all back. So let's check it out here on the scale. We'll start with our nice big long piece there. 1.637 grams. Very nice. Very nice. 1 gram minimum plus for sure. And then we've got our other big, flat, beautiful piece here. 1.70 grams on that one. So that is just beautiful. Let's try a couple of these. There's one of our long flat pieces there. See, that's only barely 0.13 tenths. This one's a little bit chunkier here. Yeah, 0.491. You can just see the difference between that, the size that between those two pieces. But this one weighs 0.13, and this one, the top one, weighs almost a half a gram. So very, very deceptive gold in weights depending on how thick one piece is compared to another. Let's see if we can get better. So let's tap this out in the paper. Like I said, we got a nice little amount of fine gold that was in there. So there we have, yes, that's what I ended up getting, was two, basically doubling up on the 3 gram bag, and just had Mike put it in one bag for me, and that's why it had the 2 plus size nuggets in that one. So 6.216 grams. So Mike at the Gold Vlog, I'll be sending him that and let him know and let me know if that's close to what it's supposed to have in there, or do I have a piece out there I got to go out and dig back through the dirt and find? Because like I said, I went through it pretty thoroughly, but I have no problem getting out there with the shovel and start digging off the top layer. So very, very nice display of some beautiful gold. It is time to get a look at our beautiful Yukon Large Leaf Gold from Gold Nugget Sales. And you can see it is some beautiful, beautiful stuff. Those big nuggets. are just gorgeous. You can see all the character in them. Then the smaller compared to those pieces. And again, just some beautiful stuff. Fun to get out. I crunched the numbers on this. So this order, I got I had him double it up on the 3 gram order. So it would come with 2 nuggets in 1 bag of pay dirt to do it all, just so we'd have a nice bag to do here, just like we see right here. And like I said, normally it's $214.95 for the 3 gram bag of this. The bag he sent me, he charged me $409.90. And it said it came with the jug in the same order. The combined shipping, and I don't know if that's from just because it's combined and only having to do 1 bag of dirt, but that's a little less than double the price of what they would be individually. But at any rate, it came out. The day I bought this stuff, it was going for $1,708 an ounce. So our gold value on this is $314.38 with our 6.216 grams, and that gives us an 83% ROI. So very nice, some beautiful stuff. Like I said, I am going to be contacting Mike to see if he's got the weight on this, so I know if I have to go out there and again tear up more ground to find another. I mean, it would have to be a small, like a piece like that size or that size, because I was very thorough finding what had fallen, and I have not gone back and reviewed the tape or the video. Flip those over just to see see if I can get a count on the pieces that I had in the pan before and after. But yeah, I'm pretty sure though that I recovered all of it. And then we've got that fine gold that came out in it that you can see there. Some nice little fine chunky pieces, a couple of little longer, wire looking pieces. So just a real fun bag to do, very easy and very, very gratifying to find those big pieces of gold like that. So very happy with that, and thank you so much, Mike at Gold Nugget Sales, for setting us up on this beautiful. Like I said, some of these pieces just have the coolest character to them, and the shapes. And let's kill the light and see how it looks in the regular daylight. See, it gives it a whole. Again, different light, you see different things in this gold. But it is just awesome. Look at that. That's a good shot on that nugget. I tell you, that's outstanding. Same thing on that one. Look at that. That's just beautiful. And again, the contours and things show up differently depending on the light you put on it. So like I said, it's just fun to look at. So let's go on, and again, thank you so much for this beautiful stuff. Really enjoyed it and really happy to have it. And I thought I would show y'all. You recognize this. This is the John R. Prospecting style case. Actually, he sent me the link to get this one when he got his first one, or when he went to get his second one, I guess. That he has. And as you can see, I've never the one that I used for that crystallized gold that I'd gotten from that quartz gold that I'd gotten from Gold Bay, because I didn't have any vials big enough to put that in, so it stays with my gold there rather than in the case. But these really are, I mean, I think this case was like $25, and it's got the plexi top on it, a nice, a very cool case. It's rather light. It's pretty solid because the cat, I keep it up on the top of the cabinets up here, which is about 8 feet in the air, and the cat's jumped up there before and knocked it off. It was still in its padding, but yeah, it opens up flat, so I want to be careful not to open it up and knock anything over like gold. But yeah, and you can see it's got things, but a very cool case for the price for a display case. And so yeah, so we'll take out another one of the little gem holders, and I still haven't decided what I want to actually do with mine. It's cool, you know, John's filling his up for all of his pay dirts for the year, and then we'll get a total on it and then start a new one. But yeah, they're I need to decide something to do with it though, because it's a very cool case. And then it comes with the black felt top on the foam. And you just want to make sure you don't have any foam dust in there. John always wipes them out good to make sure nothing is going to mix with your gold, so it's nice and clean. We'll keep it over our paper here just to be safe. Yeah, it makes a makes a nice little display in there. And these caps snap on, and they do hold pretty good, because I did drop the other one with the gold in it, and it stayed together. I mean, here on the counter, I didn't drop it on the floor, but makes a nice little display for them. So all like y'all seen before, all mine are in vials, but that's a pretty that makes for a pretty. It'd be nice to have a case full of that for sure. So, all right, I just thought I'd show that though, and give you all a good look. I know a lot of you see John's case every week, and if you haven't ever seen a good detail of it, they are pretty cool especially for the price. Like I said, it was $25, so well worth it on Amazon. So there we go, and I have to say that was again a very fun bag to go through with a nice reward in it, and. Said I highly recommend this one. And even though, like I said, y'all, I talked to Mike personally. He knows who I am and have this channel, like many of us that do reviews on his stuff. But what you see me get in my dirt is what you will get in your bags. We don't get any special, any more special treatment than anybody else that's a customer, whether you've got a YouTube channel or not. And that's it's not like these companies that would try to beef up their stuff because they think someone's gonna see it and get most of the ones that we do, Vendetta and Gold Nugget Sales, Miners Depot, you know, those companies, you don't have to worry about secret shopper type stuff. I buy gold from other companies that I just use my real name, and I expect that they don't know who I am anyway. But I've never had any issue where I thought, oh, that's a lot more than I've seen anyone else get. Anyway, but just to say, I just want to throw it in because I'm not associated with any company at all, you know, in any way other than the customer relationship that we developed over the year that I've been doing this, a little more than a year that I've been doing this. So, and just happens to be some really good, personable people. And like I said in the very start when I was doing this, it adds a dimension to doing this when you know all the stuff that we buy in our lives, in our daily lives. You don't know who produced the material that you've got, that's, you know, whether it's your car, your, you know, things in your home, but, you know, 99%. And we spend a lot of money on this stuff, and it's kind of cool to have that next level of knowing the people that you're doing business with, you know, a lot of them. So I just wanted to throw that in. Yeah, you can expect to get the things that you see me get on my pay dirts on this channel. You can expect that'll be, and every bag is different. You know, every pay dirt bag has a different, you know, is different. That's just the nature of the game. But like I said, there's never any exaggerations in the stuff that we do. And if there was, we'd point it out. Every once in a while, you'll get something you might have an extra tenth of a gram or, you know, 1/15 of a gram in there. You know, it happens, but. You know, like I said, it's not like there's ever anything where anybody's ever trying to, you know, put on a good show, and then you order something and you're going, what the hell is this? So that's, like I said, I just want to throw that in. So great company, great person to deal with. Like I said, if you want to email them or give them a call, and I'll leave the link to the PAYDIRT shop, Gold Nugget Sales
site where you can buy all this stuff. And oh, and the shirt, I thought I'd just revisit the shirt because I didn't really mention this before. I get this from ilovemyfreedom.com. They've got a bunch of cool shirts. I've gotten some of my coins and stuff that I've gotten from them. This side's got the flag on it. This was a new one that had just come out that I'd gotten before 4th of July. A very cool shirt. So it's a good company. You know, like I said, it's. I just wanted to throw that in. I left that out the last time when I'd worn this. So okay, I guess that will conclude this episode of Gold Nugget Sales Leaf Gold Pay Dirt on Bayou Gold Guy. I am Bayou Gold Guy, and thank you to all the viewers and subscribers and commenters and people in the live chat and those that are joining the live chat. And like I say, we always, seems like we always have some new people coming in. That's very cool. And like I said, people from around the world. So that's really cool. And I thank you all so much for that. And please hit that like and subscribe button if you will. And until the next time, peace out, my friends, and jump on some of this Gold Nugget Sales Gold.
1, 2, 3. Hey, man, I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna take a verse right now.
Blue moon out, Kentucky, keep on shining. We'll shine on the one that's gonna prove untrue. Blue moon out, Kentucky, keep on shining. We'll shine on the one that's gonna let me blue.